Welcome, my friends, to a space where we explore the transformative power of wisdom and introspection. As we navigate the challenges of our times, the need for emotional intelligence and mental resilience has never been more critical. Would you agree? With this in mind, we turn our attention to the power of not reacting, an approach deeply seated in Stoic philosophy. Imagine harnessing your emotions in a way that amplifies your strength and tranquility instead of causing turmoil. As the great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Stoic wisdom is not a relic of the past, but a timeless beacon that guides us through the complexities of modern life. It equips us with the tools to respond to adversity with calm and resolve. So, are you ready to embark on this enlightening journey with me? As we delve deeper into these Stoic lessons, we will uncover the profound ways in which they can inspire personal growth and happiness. I encourage you to share in the comments below which Stoic principle challenges you the most in your practice. And remember, if you find this content valuable, don't forget to subscribe and stay updated with our journey. For those who stay with us till the end today, there's a special nugget of wisdom waiting for you. So let's delve into the fascinating realm of Stoic philosophy and discover the power within us. The power to control our reactions, to face life's challenges with courage and grace. Let's begin, shall we? Lesson 1. Understanding your emotions. The Stoics believed that the starting point for a peaceful mind and a fulfilling life lies in understanding our emotions. They held the belief that emotions are not arbitrary, but rather they are the products of our judgments and beliefs about the world around us. Recognizing this gives us a powerful advantage. When we understand that our emotions arise from our perceptions, we realize we have the ability to control them. Every time we experience a strong emotional response, we can remind ourselves that it's not the situation itself causing our feelings, but our interpretation of it. We can then examine our interpretations and decide whether they are helpful or harmful. For instance, let's say you're feeling frustrated because you're stuck in traffic. In this situation, you can either fume over the fact that you're not moving, or you can remind yourself that traffic jams are a part of life and take this opportunity to enjoy some music or an audiobook. The situation hasn't changed, but your understanding of your emotional response to it has. This is not to say that you should suppress or ignore your emotions, far from it. The philosophy of Stoicism encourages us to acknowledge our feelings, understand their origins, and then guide them in a direction that serves us. It's about transforming unhelpful emotional reactions into a productive response. Moreover, understanding your emotions provides clarity about your values. When you react strongly to a situation, it's because something you value is at stake. By tracing your emotional reactions to their roots, you get to know yourself better. You learn what matters to you. This understanding can be a powerful guide in life. It can help you make decisions that align with your values and create a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. So, my friends, let's start this journey by becoming experts in understanding our emotions. In doing so, we take the first step towards mastering our reactions and creating a life of balance and contentment. Remember, our emotions are not our enemies. They are tools that can guide us towards a more intentional and fulfilling life. Lesson 2. Focus on what you can control. This Stoic lesson asks us to distinguish between the things we can change and those we cannot. If we can affect something, we should. If we can't, we should let it go. Stoics maintain that the only things we truly control are our own thoughts, actions, and emotions. Everything external to us, including wealth, reputation, and social status, are not up to us. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Some things are in our control and others not." By grasping this truth, we can overcome many of life's challenges and frustrations. We often waste energy worrying about things outside of our control. We fret over the weather, the economy, the opinions of others. But where does this leave us? Usually it results in stress and dissatisfaction. Instead, Stoics advise us to focus our efforts on the internal realm, our thoughts, behaviors, and reactions. In doing so, we can transform our lives. We can free ourselves from the shackles of external circumstances and develop a profound sense of peace. Imagine how your life might be different if you adopted this perspective. What if you stopped worrying about other people's opinions and focused on your own actions? What if you stopped obsessing over outcomes and focused on the process? Doing so would not only save you from unnecessary stress, but would also empower you to take charge of your life. Focus on what you can control is a powerful lesson of Stoicism. It's a simple yet profound shift in perspective that can lead to lasting happiness and peace. So let's embrace this principle. Let's redirect our energy from the uncontrollable to the controllable. In doing so, we can cultivate resilience, fortitude, and a deep sense of satisfaction. Let's take control of our lives, not by trying to manipulate the world around us, but by mastering ourselves. Lesson 3. Acceptance of what is. This Stoic philosophy encourages us to understand and accept the reality of our situations. So many of us spend our lives in conflict with reality. We wish things were different, we resist what is, and we live in a constant state of denial or disappointment. But Stoicism teaches us a different way. It promotes an attitude of acceptance, a perspective that allows us to see things as they are, without any overlay of personal judgment. So, what does acceptance of what is actually mean? It doesn't mean resigning ourselves to our fate with a sense of defeat. Instead, it is about recognizing the truth of our circumstances and understanding that what has happened has happened. It's about relinquishing control over the uncontrollable. It's about abandoning the illusion that we can shape every aspect of our world. Embracing acceptance doesn't mean that we don't strive for change or improvement. On the contrary, by accepting the reality of our situation, we position ourselves to respond more effectively. We can see the situation clearly without the cloud of denial or frustration and take the necessary steps to change what can be changed. Consider the serenity prayer often used in recovery groups. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. This beautifully encapsulates the spirit of this Stoic lesson. Acceptance of what is can free us from a great deal of stress and anxiety. It can empower us to live more fully in the present moment rather than being caught up in our thoughts and fears. It can help us cultivate peace, serenity, and resilience in the face of adversity. So let's embrace this Stoic wisdom and learn to accept what is as we journey towards a more fulfilling life. Lesson 4, my friends, is all about living in the present moment. This notion, deeply entrenched in Stoic philosophy, posits that the only time we truly have control over is the here and now. Fretting about the past or agonizing over the future does nothing but rob us of our current joy and peace. By living in the present, we can harness our full potential, focus our energy on what truly matters, and lead a happier and more fulfilling life. I'm sure we've all spent nights awake reliving the past or worrying about the future, but ask yourself, does this worry change the past? Does it determine the future? The answer is a resounding no. It only saps your energy and dilutes your focus. The past is past and the future is yet to come. The only thing we can influence is the present moment. Living in the present means enjoying what is right in front of you, right now. It's about cultivating awareness and appreciation for the present. It's about focusing on the task at hand rather than being scattered and distracted. It's about embracing the beauty and the magic of now. I encourage you all to practice this. Start with simple things. Listen to the birds singing without thinking about your next meeting. Enjoy your meal without scrolling through your phone. Have a conversation without thinking about your response before the person has even finished speaking. These small shifts can lead to a profound transformation in your life. Remember, the key to living in the present is to let go of what was, have faith in what will be, and most importantly, enjoy what is. And before we move to the next Stoic lesson, if you find this content valuable, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because there is much more wisdom coming your way. Lesson 5 focuses on the separation of self from emotions. This is an important component of Stoic philosophy that teaches us to observe our emotions rather than becoming engulfed in them. This powerful concept is not about being emotionless, but rather about achieving emotional intelligence and stability. This concept centers around the understanding that you are not your emotions. Your emotions are reactions to external events, not the core of your being. Separating yourself from your emotions allows you to remain calm and composed in high-pressure situations. Let's consider an example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic and running late for an important meeting. Frustration starts to set in, but if you apply this Stoic lesson, you can acknowledge your frustration, understand its root cause, and then let it go. You can tell yourself, I'm feeling frustrated because I'm late, but my frustration won't make the traffic disappear. This separation of self from emotions helps you stay in control. Moreover, when we detach ourselves from our emotions, we can observe them without judgment. We can see them as they are, temporary and changing. This detachment gives us the ability to respond rather than react, to choose our actions instead of being controlled by our emotions. By practicing this separation of self from emotions, we can achieve a level of emotional intelligence that allows us to navigate through life's ups and downs with grace and poise. We can remain balanced in the face of adversity and maintain our mental peace. Next time when you are faced with a challenging situation, remember this lesson and tell yourself, I am not my emotions. I am the observer of my emotions. And remember, if you're finding these lessons valuable, do hit the subscribe button to stay connected. There's more wisdom from Stoic philosophy coming your way. Lesson 6 takes us deeper into the Stoic philosophy with the idea of practicing indifference to external events. This lesson encourages us to understand that we cannot control everything that happens in our life. There are external events that are beyond our grasp, and our inability to control them often leads to stress, anxiety, and disappointment. However, the Stoics propose a different approach. By practicing indifference to these external events, we can maintain our inner peace and emotional balance. What does practicing indifference look like? Imagine you're looking forward to a picnic, but on the day, it pours with rain. The Stoic approach would be to accept the rain as it is, an external event that is beyond your control. Rather than letting the rain ruin your mood and day, you can shift your plan and find an equally enjoyable activity to do indoors. By practicing indifference, we can stop ourselves from getting emotionally attached to events and outcomes that we can't control. This doesn't mean we become passive or stop caring about our lives. On the contrary, it allows us to focus our energy on the things we can control, like our attitude, reactions, and actions. Practicing indifference is about changing our perspective. It's about understanding that life will always have ups and downs, victories and defeats, joys and sorrows, but we can choose not to be swayed by these external events. We can learn to stay calm, composed and focused no matter what life throws at us. It's not an easy lesson to implement, but it's one that can bring tremendous peace and resilience. To stay updated with more Stoic wisdom and practical life lessons, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications. Your journey to a better self starts here. In Lesson 7, we delve into one of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism, embracing impermanence. Life is a constant ebb and flow, a series of beginnings and endings, hellos and goodbyes, ups and downs. Nothing in life is permanent, and this truth can often be hard to accept. Yet, the Stoic philosophy urges us to embrace impermanence, to see it not as a cause for distress, but as a liberating and empowering principle of life. Understanding and accepting the impermanence of everything around us, our success, our failure, our joys, our sorrows, even our life, can radically change our perspective. It helps us value and appreciate what we have here and now. It teaches us not to take anything or anyone for granted and to live fully in the present moment. Embracing impermanence also frees us from the fear of loss and change. Knowing that everything is in flux, we can better adapt to changes, face loss with equanimity, and seize every opportunity that life presents with gratitude and grace. It's about realizing that change is the only constant in life and learning to ride the waves of change with resilience and flexibility. Impermanence isn't about nihilism or resignation. It's about acceptance and adaptability. It's about cultivating a mindset that helps us stay balanced and calm, regardless of what life throws at us. It's about living every moment to its fullest, because this moment right now is all we truly have. In the words of the great Stoic philosopher Seneca, no man is crushed by misfortune unless he has first been deceived by prosperity. In every moment of life, remember to embrace impermanence. To stay updated with more Stoic wisdom and practical life lessons, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications. Your journey to a better self starts here.